The law of self-knowledge, Socrates' mind, in its timeless quest for truth, places self-knowledge at the heart of all financial success. Know thyself, he proclaims, for your relationship with money reflects your deep beliefs and motivations. This first spiritual law teaches that without understanding why you desire money, security, power, freedom, you are chasing illusions. Socrates' mind would ask, what beliefs about money have you inherited? Are they in line with your values? Many associate money with corruption, but Socrates would retort, it is not money that corrupts, but ignorance of oneself. Engage in a rigorous inner dialogue. Write in a journal, what does money represent for me? Then question your answers. If you save out of fear of lack, explore this fear. Is it rational? A practical exercise. For a week, record every expense and ask yourself, why this choice? This reveals your hidden priorities. For example, spending to impress betrays a need for external approval. Socrates' mind would push you to dig down to the root of your motivations, as in a modern agora. Once clarified, your financial decisions become coherent, transforming money into an ally rather than tyrant. Consider an entrepreneur who invests to create meaning. Their success is sustainable because it aligns with their essence. Money, according to Socrates' mind, amplifies who you are. Cultivate inner clarity, and abundance will naturally follow, for an aligned mind attracts opportunities. This law is the foundation of all others. Without self-knowledge, no financial strategy can thrive. Take the time to reflect, question your desires. The law of pure intention teaches that money responds to the intention that guides it. The second spiritual law states, a pure intention, aligned with the common good, attracts abundance. A selfish intention repels it. What is the purpose of your desire for money? Socrates would ask. If you accumulate to dominate, you create a spiritual void. If you seek to contribute, the universe conspires for your success. Money is energy. It flows where the intention is ethical. Consider two entrepreneurs. One sells a product to help, the other for quick profit. The first thrives sustainably. The second exhausts himself. To apply this law, define a clear intention. Do you want to fund a cause, create a useful business, or simply amass wealth? Write an intention statement. My money serves to promote the freedom and well-being of others. Review it before every financial decision. Socrates would urge you to examine your choices. Does this expense serve a noble purpose? If not, reconsider. A practical exercise, set a financial goal related to a greater cause, such as saving for community training. Every action should reflect this intention. For example, a teacher who shares knowledge for free attracts recognition and opportunities. This Socratic discipline aligns your finances with your values, creating a harmony that magnetizes abundance. Socrates would say, money follows those who know why they want it, and that why must be just. Socrate's mind advocates detachment as the third spiritual law. If you fear losing money, you are already poor, he would say. Attachment arises from the illusion that money defines your worth. This law teaches that money is a current. It flows in and out, but does not possess you. Becoming attached to it creates fear and blockage. Consider an investor obsessed with their gains. Their fear paralyzes them. In contrast, one who invests with confidence, without identifying with their portfolio, attracts opportunities. Socrates' mind invites you to let go. A concrete exercise. Give 1% of your income to a cause without expecting anything in return. This gesture breaks the grip of fear. Socrates would say, show the universe that money does not control you. Write down your financial fears, fear of lack, fear of failure, and question them. Are they real? This Socratic examination dissolves limiting beliefs. For example, if you avoid investing out of fear of loss, ask, what would I really lose? The answer often reveals an irrational fear. Also practice meditation. Visualize money as a flow that circulates freely. The fourth law of Socratic mind states, the more value you create, the more money flows in. Money is a reward for the service rendered. Socrates would ask, what do you bring to the world? A craftsman who perfects his trade attracts clients. An employee who solves problems earns promotions. The key is to focus on impact, not immediate gain. Identify your talents. What do you do better than others? How can you help? For example, a writer who shares inspiring ideas attracts readers and financial opportunities. Socratic mind urges you to examine, do my actions create value? A practical exercise, each week, offer a free action, a piece of advice, a service, using your strengths. This selfless gift boosts your confidence and attracts abundance. Avoid working for salary alone. Seek to enrich others. For instance, a baker who offers bread to a neighbor in need creates a bond that can open doors. Keep track of your contributions in a journal. How did I help today? Socratic mind would say, money is the mirror of the value you give. This law, rooted in Socratic ethics, transforms your relationship with money into a quest for meaning. By focusing on the value you bring, you align your actions with a greater mission, attracting prosperity through the positive impact you create in the world. This approach encourages you to see every interaction as an opportunity to contribute, thereby strengthening your connection to sustainable and ethical abundance. Socrates' mind, master of reason, teaches that money responds to a disciplined mind. The fifth spiritual law states, a chaotic mind breeds a chaotic financial life. Emotions like fear or impulsiveness lead to mistakes, unnecessary spending, risky investments. Socrates would say, control your mind and money will follow. Start by clarifying your financial goals. Save, invest, reduce debts. Write them down, then question their relevance. Why this goal? A concrete exercise. Establish a weekly budget and stick to it for a month, noting every deviation. Before each expense, ask yourself the Socratic question, does this serve my goal? This discipline avoids emotional traps. For example, if you buy out of compulsive desire, ask, is this a need? Meditate for 5 minutes a day on your financial priorities to anchor this clarity. Socrates' mind would urge you to examine your impulses. Why do you act this way? An orderly mind attracts abundance, as it makes aligned decisions. Consider a methodical saver. Their logical choices build a stable fortune. This mental discipline, inspired by Socrates, transforms your finances into a reflection of your inner mastery. By cultivating a clear mind, you create fertile ground for prosperity as your actions become consistent and aligned with your deep values. The sixth law of Socrate mind is gratitude. Thank for what you have, and more will be given to you. Ingratitude focuses on lack, blocking abundance. Socrates would ask, do you see money as a burden or a blessing? Even a small salary, when well used, is an opportunity. Gratitude changes your energy, attracting financial opportunities. For example, an employee grateful for their income works diligently, attracting promotions. Keep a gratitude journal. Each day, note 3 positive financial things: a stable salary, a bill paid. Socrates would say, gratitude opens the doors of the universe. Also thank those who support your finances, a client, an employer. A practical exercise: write a letter of gratitude to someone who has influenced your financial situation and send it. This gesture strengthens bonds and amplifies abundance. Question your complaints. Why focus on what is lacking? If you envy the rich, ask, what can I appreciate now? This practice dissolves negativity. Socrate mind insists, wealth begins in a grateful heart. By cultivating gratitude, you transform your perception of money, seeing it as an ally, which naturally attracts more prosperity. Socrate mind teaches that money comes to those who know how to wait. The 7th spiritual law, patience, states, sustainable wealth is built slowly. Shortcuts, risky investments, quick gains lead to losses. Socrates would say, why seek haste where wisdom requires time? Consider an entrepreneur who builds their business step by step. Their success is solid, unlike that of a speculator. Set long-term financial goals. Save for a house. Invest for retirement. Break them down into measurable steps. A concrete exercise. Create a 5-year financial plan with annual milestones and review at each quarter. Question your impatience. Why I want everything now? Avoid impulsive spending by asking, does this serve my future? Resisting a futile expense strengthens your discipline. Socrate mind would urge you to examine your temptations. What do you gain by waiting? Meditate on your goals to anchor patience. This virtue aligns your actions with sustainable abundance, as the universe rewards those who persevere wisely. A patient mind attracts money, as it acts with intention rather than haste. Patience, according to Socrates, is a key to building stable and ethical wealth in harmony with your values. Socrate mind teaches that shared money multiplies. The 8th spiritual law, generosity, states, give without expecting, and abundance will follow you. Giving releases the energy of money, breaking greed. Socrates would ask, if you hold on to everything, what can you receive? A modest gift to a charity, a friend, creates a cycle of prosperity. This law includes time and skills. For example, a consultant who offers free advice attracts clients. Commit to giving regularly, 1% of your income, an hour of volunteering. A practical exercise, choose a cause and give each month, even symbolically. Note your feelings. Socrates would say, generosity proves your faith in abundance. Question your hesitations. Why do you fear giving? If you hesitate out of fear of lack, examine that fear. Donating to a community project can open unexpected opportunities. This practice dissolves blockages and attracts wealth. Socrate mind insists, the universe rewards those who give freely. By sharing, you create a flow of positive energy that naturally magnetizes money. Socrates' mind, master of questioning, teaches that money follows a clear vision. The 9th spiritual law states, without direction, money goes astray. Socrates would ask, where do you want money to lead you? Without a specific goal, you spend aimlessly or accumulate without joy. A clear objective transforms money into a tool for your dreams, traveling, learning, creating. A person who saves for a specific project succeeds better than another without vision. Define 3 financial goals: short term, 6 months, medium term, 2 years, long term, 10 years. Write them down, then interrogate them. Why this goal? Does it serve my happiness? A concrete exercise. Create a mind map linking each goal to an action: saving, investing. Review it monthly. Socrates' mind would push you to delve deeper. Does this goal reflect my values? Investing in training, for example, can open lasting doors. This clarity guides your decisions, attracting abundance. Socrates would say, money goes where the vision is clear. A focused mind magnetizes opportunities as it acts with intention and coherence. This law teaches you to align your finances with a specific mission, transforming each action into a step towards meaningful and sustainable prosperity. Socrates' mind concludes with balance as the 10th law. Money thrives in a harmonious life. An obsession with wealth destroys health and relationships. Socrates would ask, what is the use of money if you lose your soul? Money should serve your values, not dominate them. Evaluate your priorities. How much time for your family, your health, your passions? If money monopolizes everything, rebalance. A concrete exercise. Plan a week with slots for work, rest, leisure, and reflection. Allocate a budget to each area, including for enjoyment. Socrates would urge you to question your excesses. Why do you sacrifice everything for money? Working tirelessly enriches your account, but impoverishes your life. Meditate on harmony. Visualize a life where money supports well-being. This holistic approach attracts sustainable abundance. Socrates' mind concludes, money is a servant, not a master. A balanced life is true wealth. By cultivating balance, you create a space where money flourishes without consuming you, guided by Socratic wisdom. This law invites you to integrate money into a meaningful life, where financial prosperity supports your overall happiness, strengthening your connection to a harmonious and fulfilling life.